Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Ranked Play with Matthremar, Episode 7. We've added some production value for your enjoyment. If you like what you see here, please do like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you'd like notifications when I drop videos. Also, if you see stuff that I either fail to mention or something that you think is noteworthy from the battles that we go through today, feel free to comment below. All right, we're going to go ahead and get right into some fights. I have not played a lot, so I've just kind of dropped down to number 275. But it seems like whenever I log on and play, it bumps me back up a bit. So let's see what we're up against here. Estarossa. Let's have a peek. Okay, we are looking at one set of assassins, no other set of assassins. We've got Toe and Crown. And we've got a squad. We've got a Brute, Monster Hunter, ECs, Battle Drummer, and Paladin. I think I've covered everything in there. There's one. Oh, is that a Druid? That's a Druid right there in the middle of all those numbers. Okay, so solid squad. We will see how we fare. His ECs are one level higher than mine. So squad v squad. Let's see how we do. Those assassins are coming in. Poof. Frostward is not going to hold them off for long. Yep. A lot of these squads kind of end up for whoever can surround one of the other person's units and knock them down first. Looks like I'm going down real fast. Wow. Okay. Solid squad build. Didn't have too much time to comment on that one because he took me down real fast. But great job, Estarossa. Let's see what else we've got here. Erigre. I don't know how you pronounce that. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, Erigre. We've got Toe and Crown for another squad build. Also known as Titan or Hero builds. I just refer to them as squads. We have Thorn Guards up front with a Paladin and a Drummer. Then we've got an Arcane Archer, some ECs, a Cannoneer, and a Monster Hunter. So not your usual squad build. Bit of a different layout than I've seen. We'll see how it goes. I think, let's see, he doesn't have a Frost Wizard. I might have him simply because I have a Frost Wizard and he doesn't. But clearly I've been wrong before, so we'll see how we do. Alright, my Frost Wizard's going to negate his Paladin, Battle Drummer, and Thorn Guards, so I might have a pretty easy time getting through here. It looks like he's got Thunder Strike on that Cannoneer because it's hitting pretty hard. Yeah, again, Frost Wizard, I feel, is king right now for these squad builds. But good setup. I think I didn't notice any glaring problems with that. It's just I think Frost Wizard is better than the stuff he had at the moment. So, okay, let's take a peek here. LCREDEG. So I don't know how to pronounce that. We got Toe and Arcane Reconstruction Hammer for our corner build. This is aimed around fluctuating up and down over the Toe threshold with the spider deaths that are going to be fed into the Draining Spirit tagged onto that Molten Armor. So lots of synergy here because you've got the spiders, which are maximizing the toe heal up and down, but also feeding that soul pylon. So the walls are going to be healed as well. And if they do end up getting destroyed, there's a chance they come back with the Arcane Reconstruction Hammer. So very good cohesion between the units. They are maximizing the use of those artifacts very well. We will see how we do. This is the first time I think I've seen one with 3 walls. Normally, these builds get tucked way back into the corner. And when you see that happen, I think that Draining Spirit gets popped up just a little bit, and they have the walls configured in such a way to where the Draining Spirit kind of sits in the little space between the 2 walls and can't come through to the Molten Armor, but it kind of keeps it up, and that allows it to not hit anything else and allow you to use just 2 walls. So this one all depends on if I can get there fast enough, and if I have soul pylon orbs hit one unit uh, consecutively, I'm in trouble. If it spreads out between my units, I should be okay. But again, it's all RNG at this point. We're just going to see how we do. I'm not terribly concerned about that frost trap. That frost trap down there is, I think, mostly for any groups of risen warriors or even assassins, although the assassins would be a little bit more towards the back wall usually. Okay, we've got a lot of procs on the Arcane Reconstruction Hammer and the toe, keeping that molten armor trucking. So now I'm getting hung up on a wall. Okay, and my ECs didn't quite make it. So I think I'm toast. Yep, there we go. It's just a race for me at that point to get there. I think those function pretty well against, very well, against armies with fewer units. They just get shredded just because the soul pylon just hits so hard. Okay, I will not try to even pronounce that. It looks Cyrillic. So let's see what we've got. We have, okay. Been a long time since I've seen some Faceless Knights. Okay, we're working with toe and crown. And we have ECs up front, Frost Wizard, Arcane Archer, Monster Hunter, Paladin, Battle Drummer, and Faceless Knights. So we'll see how that plays out. I've thought about including Faceless Knights, but it's just I've not ever had a sufficient temptation to include them. So squad builds, we... I don't typically like having an Arcane Archer in mine. It's just too squishy. I would much rather have something else. But yeah, let's see how those Faceless Knights do. I really don't know how to predict this one. We'll just give it a go. Okay, I'm going to get at least one of his ECs before anything else. 2. Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm just going to burn right through this. I don't know about those Faceless Knights. I wouldn't have picked those personally. But yeah, there it is. Okay, let's do a few more. Scopy. Okay, we got a swarm. Yay. I'd much rather see some other things than the snow globes. So this is exciting. We have a swarm. Haven't seen too many of these recently. We've got Fire Knights. We've got some Hammer Throwers in there. You got your Drummer tagged on to your Death Knight, which is very common. And the Wraiths up front. That's going to provide, in most battles, that'll provide a lot of bodies for that Death Knight to run through. Fire Knights, I don't see any Plague Bearers, so that's, again, I think I've referenced this before, but you'll see some people who have Fire Knights and Plague Bearers and a Frost Wizard, and you're just like, okay, dude, pick a debuff. This guy has picked a debuff, and thank you for that. So let's see how the Fire Knights do. A lot of my units are resistant to fire, the ECs primarily, and those are kind of the bulk of my front line. So I'm not going to be as affected by that, but a lot of armies, you'll see them burn down really fast. We've got your standard Risen Warriors to catch the Arcane Archers and other things in the back. And a third set of Risen Warriors in the middle there. That's not something you see too often, but I imagine that catches a lot of stuff. Yeah, pretty solid build. Not seeing anything glaring about this. It looks very tight. Let's see how we do. I'm going to need to get that Death Knight down. That Death Knight's going to be my biggest issue, and there's going to be a lot of units right in front of him. So if I can survive long enough to reach that Death Knight and knock him down, I'll be okay. If I can't, then it's just, yeah, I'm just going to go down. Holding on all right. Starting to lose a couple guys here real quick. Boop, there goes a few. I can't get to that Death Knight fast enough here. Come on. Get him. Okay. Death Knight's down. I have a chance. I gotta get... Oh, no. If I had both of them, if I had Crown Pop right then and saved the second guy, I might have been all right. But no, those Death Knights, they have a very, very functional utility with that anti-healing aura. Okay, let's hit another one. Fruite. Okay, oops, I missed the screenshot there. Let's pop over. Zoop, zoop. There we go. Fruity. We have kind of a Crim-esque build. It's a lot more forward than what Crim did in that video a while ago. The Plague Bearers up front with the Draining Spirit. That's to act as a point of gravity to pull you in front of the walls. I don't know why his Plague Bearers are so far down. We don't have any Spider's Nest feeding into anything either. Okay, so what's going on here? What are we trying to accomplish? We've got a tree. We've got Cannoneer. We've got Ember Fiend. That's an Ember Fiend right there. You can see the horns. Druid and an Arcane Archer. So we've got lots of Frenzy units. Ember Fiends are kind of the honorary Frenzy unit. They just shower you with fire at the end. You don't see them as often. They're not kind of in that core group of 4 or 5 units that you always see. 2 Crystal Spires. So clearly we're trying to delay. We're trying to wait to the end to utilize these Frenzy units. I don't see how I'm going to be delayed, though. There's only one set of Plague Bearers. There's no toe heal with any spiders. He's only going to get 1 heal out of that toe, and that's it. So I don't anticipate losing this one. We'll see how we do. Yeah, it just seems like I'm gonna march right over there and cut down his tree. Boop boop. Okay, I'm getting hit fairly hard by those Crystal Spires. Okay, there goes the tree. Ember Fiend. Oh, Ember Fiend's still going. Okay. Draining Spirit still tagged on, but I could see that working in a lot of instances, but I think having a Spider's Nest running into a Draining Spirit somewhere would have gave him a lot more longevity and would have probably turned a lot more battles for him. Seems like a decent setup, though. Yeah, so decent job, dude. Let's do another one. Ruger Raker. I think just based on what I saw there at the beginning that I am toast. Yeah, okay, so this just holds you off long enough here. Hopefully applies Plague to the opposing army. Then you've got 2 decoy wagons that are going to go all the way to the back and run through stuff on the way. And that's going to suck me to my back line. So I'm going to end up pinned on these Plague Bearers initially till I get them down. By then, the 2 wagons are going to be at the back heading my way, and I'm going to gravitate towards them instead of going back to this Frenzy squad in the back. You also have the Risen Warriors, which are, again, to pull you to that furthest point of the map and to buy as much time as possible. Then I'm going to have to walk all the way back up to here, where we've got at least 2 Crystal Spires, a Catapult, a Cannoneer, and maybe something else. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see at least 8 points right there. 9, 10, 16. So yeah, that's all there is. That's 16 points. So that's still a solid squad. The Cannoneer's going to hold off a lot of units because he's just going to be sending those cannonballs out like crazy. The Crystal Spires are going to nuke any swarm, and the Catapult most likely has Thunderstrike on it, so it's going to, again, hit like a truck. Okay, so there I am, stuck on the Plague Bearers. Then I'm going to be running back towards the wagons and the Risen Warriors. That's going to buy him a lot of time towards Frenzy. Thankfully, my Monster Hunter's catching a lot of those Catapult shots. Okay, now having Banner on, that's going to hold off my Frost Wizard fairly well. Okay, now I'm doing really well because I got a couple of shots with the Frost Wizard, which bought me some time to get close. Oh, wow. See, yeah, Frenzy. Once Frenzy pops, hot dang. Yeah, it just nuked the crap out of me. Okay, let's do one more and then we're going to call it. Sub-Zero Panda. Oh, snowglobe, yay. So, we have your standard snowglobe build, your little mine corruptor village. So, not too much to comment on this one. We've covered it again and again. Thorn guards up front with drummer, got your cannoneer. Not seeing any arcane archer tucked away anywhere. But yeah, pretty straightforward. We got 2 sets of archers this time instead of just 1. So yeah, we'll just let it run. I think we've pretty well covered this basic build to death. So if I can get to that mine corruptor before frenzy hits, I'm probably going to be good. So yeah, if you guys have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. Anything that you noticed that I might have neglected to mention, go ahead and comment so that we can learn from your expertise. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and help me build my channel. Oh, wow, okay. Frenzy popped. Looks like I'm going to go down. Yep, there goes. All right, appreciate you watching, Commanders. Have a good time. We'll see you again soon.